Considering that the law of diminishing returns may be setting in, I will execute this.
To say that climate change must be, the implementation must be at the local level, it must be at the grassroots, because if that doesn't happen, then we won't really achieve what we want to achieve. I am very happy, as I conclude, I'm very happy to note that even before Glasgow, the youth of Kenya, through the local conference of youth, themselves were very eloquent on what the youth and what the country should do to combat the climate crisis. And we really applaud the efforts of the youth. And we hope that the youth, the women, persons with disability, disadvantaged communities will be very central in terms of making sure that this agenda is carried forward.
Some of the things we are having to deal with, or some of the things we are facing, are things we were not prepared to deal with 10 years ago. So even when our national security was designed, national security strategy was designed, there are a number of things that no one anticipated that we are having to deal with now. That calls upon us not just to relook at the strategy, but to see how better we can build stronger intergovernmental collaborations to address the challenges we face today and those that we are likely to face tomorrow. The question you asked us basically to answer was, how does it affect us from a security point of view? And in 2 minutes, Mr. Chairman, first, the destruction that we are facing as a result of climate change challenges. No one knew that at this point in time we would spend between 25 and 30% of our operational budget on climate change related security issues. What we are experiencing in Laikipia, what we are experiencing in Baringo, what is going on in most of North Rift today, the movement, the theft of livestock, the pasture and water resource conflicts in that region are all related to climate change.
Kenya is experiencing higher temperatures, unpredictable rainfall patterns, increased incidence of drought and floods, and rising sea levels. Extreme weather events have led to loss of lives, diminished livelihoods, reduced crop and livestock production, and damaged infrastructure, among other adverse impacts. The key enablers of our economy, that is agriculture, water, energy, tourism, and wildlife, are extremely climate sensitive. If we don't tackle climate change, all our efforts to grow our economy will be in vain.
By partnering with these two institutions, we are sending a clear political statement that Kenya will continue to work with other like-minded governments, institutions, businesses, and civil society to accelerate action, to moderate the negative impacts of climate change, facilitate adjustment to expected climate impacts, and to strengthen capacity to absorb and recover from climate change effects.